But when I choose to be frumpy, this is what it looks like. So someone can come to me and go, oh, Cindy, come go to lunch with me. And you know what I will say to them? No. Oh my God, I don't want to be seen in public. Yes. Never mind, I'm already in public. Or someone comes to me and says, oh, Cindy, your hair looks really nice. Oh, my hair looks awful. I feel awful. I start kicking back all the energy because of how I feel about myself and my appearance and my place in this world. Do you hear me? Mm-hmm. Because of myself, my appearance, and my place in this world. And how many of us were trained as children? How many were the last pick to play on the teams? There's a few of us out there. How many of us never got asked out? Well, I'm the only one for that. Never went out in high school with anyone I went to school with. There's always some older dude that had mercy on me. These experiences define us. They define us. We have to go in and rewrite our perception of self. If there is any aspect of us that feels less than acceptable, it will affect your ability to receive. You can affirm yourself till you're sick in the face. I'm ready to tell God, la 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 la. But if you don't feel beautiful when you walk out that door, no matter what the universe brings to you, you're going to leave it sitting there. Do you hear me? Okay, so now we need to activate the feeling of beauty, because what it does is it opens receptors within us to receive. The frump shuts down those receptors. The beauty opens receptors. Everybody ready? Mm-hmm. I shall say it, and you should repeat after me. I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
How do you feel?
Beautiful.
Did everybody say it?
Yes.
Some people couldn't say it, could they? Let's do it again. I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
All right, breathe it in. Now you have just stimulated all these receptors. I am beautiful. Now I'm ready to... I am not second class. I am not a 1, a 2. We are all 10s. We are all 10s. We are all God's children. That's step number 1. We've just now created a space within the belief system, and that I am beautiful travels in a pack. All those beliefs that travel with it are now activated. Of course, you want to give me your private jet. Of course, expand it out. Expand it out. Whatever's in your consciousness is attracted to that. So now you're ready to receive. Okay, step number 2. Stay in your world to accept delivery. Okay? Our world, the world, is actually comprised of billions of little worlds. Do you realize that? Mm-hmm. There is no the world. It's a falsehood. Them out there, the world, the political structure, it doesn't exist. There are little worlds all intertwining, and whatever these little worlds agree upon, we hold up as the world. You understand? So if everybody agrees we're into a recession, oh, so be it. We're all holding it up. If everybody agrees that the political system should look this way, hold it up. And there are a lot of those little worlds who are looking for what is the agreed upon thing. But is that where you live? Your little world is your belief systems. It's what makes you safe. It's all familiar. It's your garden in which you grow. It's your world. But what do we do when we leave our world and walk into the world of someone else? We immediately go on red alert. Ooh, I'm in another world. Especially if it's the big world. We're out in the big world now. Ooh, this is the big world. How do things work here? I don't know what to do here. How does the rules work? Where do I park my car? I don't know where I am. What's going on? And we start probing this world that we perceive, and what happens to our world? It atrophies. Our sense of self gets very, very small. Now, how much can we receive if we're small? Not much. And when you plant your energy into the universe, do you plant it in your world or the big world? The world you don't know. When you give your gift, whose world are you in? You're in your own world. When you give your gift, you're in your world. You can't give your gift outside your world. You can't give your gift outside your world. When you're giving your gift, you're in your world. The minute you move into this space where you start to atrophy and you start to question the world around you, you're not in your world anymore. If we can keep focused on our own world no matter where we go, we can stay in touch with our own harvest. That's the key. All right. Think with me a minute about when Jesus sent the disciples out and the 70. He sent them out into the world to teach. They had been living under his wing. They had been living under his tutelage. He'd been teaching them. And the first thing that he does to the 70 masters and the 12 is he says, this is your opportunity to take the light into the world. He empowers them. He activates the I am beautiful consciousness within them. You are the light. You're taking the light into the world. You are blessed. You're special. You're a child of God. And then what's the next thing that he said? And take nothing with you. Take no food, no coat, take nothing with you. I'll read the, this is in 133 in the aquarium. He said, go, arise, go your way, but go in faith. Take no gold, no silver in your purse, no extra coat or shoes. Go in the sacred name, trust God, and you will never come to want. And let this be your salutation, peace to all, and goodwill to all. Their belief had been to trust God to supply them. And they had been walking with Jesus Christ as their guide, providing supply and support through his consciousness. What if they had gone out into the world with their savings accounts and their coats and their camels and all the things they needed? Who's supplying them? They are. And then when they ran out, where would they look for supply? From the world around them. Because their eye had been turned to matter. The message he was asking them to give was that the Christ lives within, God loves you, you're children of God, we're all brothers, you are immortal. This is the message he's asking them to give. Had he sent them out taking care of themselves, they would have fallen into a smaller consciousness, and the message could not have been given. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah. When you are giving your gift in the world, it's you. When you go out of your consciousness to do anything, you can no longer radiate that gift that you have. And you can no longer receive what the universe has for you. Heavy thought? Okay. So Jesus activated their mission to teach the Christ, to bring love, to show the kingdom was within, and he focused their hearts on good. Then he told them to trust in God because that had been their world, trusting in God. He kept them connected to their belief system, and he kept them in their world. So, as we walk in our consciousness, I want you to think with me, how often during the day do you back down from your own consciousness? Or, just think about your life for a moment. Think about your life. You're giving your gift, you're planting your garden, you're giving your gift, you're planting your garden, you're giving your gift, you're planting the garden. Now when you're ready to receive, you go across to the neighbor's garden. You say, what you growing? Instead of, that's looking for the world to pay you. World, pay me for what I've done. Instead of going back to the very garden you've been tending and say, okay, I'm ready to receive. In my consciousness, in my consciousness. So many of us think that if we are going to receive bigger, we've got to get out of where we are and into this world and play it a different way. But it's the opposite. We have to get back into our hearts and remain big as we play with the world. That's how we receive bigger. We expect what we're investing our energy in to harvest. We expect that. We expect that we don't have to travel to Omaha to get a paycheck for the work we did in Atlanta. We expect it. Do you see?